Howdy my peeps. Today I'm going to be talking about artist self-care, as you no doubt gathered from the title. Like, duh, that's why we're here. First off, the comment of the week. Ratty. Thank you so much for your comment. I really like reading you guys' comments. It's really nice and I enjoy it. I like responding to comments and I think it's neat. Okay? Also, if you would like to be the comment of the week, all you gotta do is comment on any video and you get a shout out. Yeah. So, disclaimer, I am not a healthcare professional. I don't have a degree in nursing or doctoring or anything. These are just things that I've learned over the years and things that I was told to do. Yes. So there's just like a lot of things going on in the world right now, and it's really important to take care of yourself, your mental health, and your physical health, especially since I don't know, are doctors open now? I don't know, but like, since you can't really, well, I don't know, but like, if you couldn't just like pop over to the doctor if you get sick or start feeling not great, it's important to take preventative measures to make sure that you don't get to the point where you need medical attention. So, yes, I have cubital tunnel syndrome in my right arm from doing too much, okay? So, I used to draw pretty much every day, and I also used to write every day because I write stories and stuff. And I didn't take breaks often. I had really poor posture and I did not exercise or stretch at all. So all of that just led to me having cubital tunnel, and I have to now stretch daily and do things to make sure that I'm not in pain. And that's cool and that's great. That's wonderful. And I feel so much better now than I did back in October. October is when I went to a doctor to get it checked out. So, I'm much better now, fortunately. I'm so thankful for that. But anyway, I forgot something, so let me go get it. What the living heck? So, I have compiled a list. Like I said, I'm not a healthcare professional. If you are in a lot of pain, it is really important to see a professional, but I don't know if those are, like, if that's something we could do now because of the pandemic, so I don't know, but if you are in physical pain right now, the only thing I can suggest is to stop and take a break. So I've compiled a list, and I'm going to cover physical things and also mental things, because you have to take care of your mental health. What's the point in having good physical health if your mind is not doing great, you know? The first thing is to stretch and exercise your arms and your hands. And to do this, well, I have to do it daily, but to at least do it before you draw and also after you draw if you feel like you need to. So I'm going to put up on the screen some of the stretches that I do. These were prescribed to me, I guess, by my physical therapist that I went to. And they have helped me a lot. This is what really has helped my arm get better. These stretches, and I do these. I try to do them daily since I missed yesterday, but like, anyway, I try to do it daily, especially on days when I draw. The first stretch that I have filmed for you, I'm sorry by the way, I tried my best to like film this bit. It was kind of difficult to get the camera where I needed it to be, but anyway, basically what I do is I put my arm out. I'm gonna demonstrate right here. I put my arm out like this, and I have my hand like this. This is like a really poor example, but they have the other video as well. But anyway, I do that. So I do the stretch where I kind of put out my arm and I put it on the wall, and I like hold it there, like my arm stays there for like a minute, and as I'm doing it, I like turn my head to the side. I don't like turn my head to the side, I like tilt my head to the side, and I count to 5, and then I get my head back up, and then I tilt it again, and I get my head back up. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope it does. So that's the stretch I feel like has helped me a lot. Like whenever I am in pain, when I do that stretch, I feel better. So it's helpful for me. Another stretch that I do is, it's like you put, I'm so bad at explaining this. I filmed it. I hope you can see what I'm doing. So it's like you put my arm out in front of me and gently hold my hand there, like this, like this. I know this is like poor. I'm trying my best, okay? So I just like do this, like this, really gently. I do this sitting. The other stretch I do is standing up. So like really gently hold this. None of these stretches should hurt, by the way. If you're in pain, so it should hurt. Okay, so just hold this like this for like a few seconds, like maybe 10 seconds, and then switch to the other arm and do it again. And the other stretch that I do is standing. I'm not standing now, but it's like I put my hands out in front of me like this and like move. How did the lady explain it to me? I think she said you're supposed to move your wrists as far apart as they can go without making your hands not touch each other anymore, like this. I hope that makes sense. My hands are, it's like, okay, these are my hands. Hands is like I'm Gollum or something. So these are my hands, and I do this and then go like this and stretch it as far as I can go without making my hands move apart, if that makes any sense. Okay, and also I do this other stretch, which is, well, it's not really a stretch, it's like a hand grip exercise. Strength, it's for hand strength, and put it up on the screen, hopefully. This is the putty I use. It's like, I think it's called Putty, and it's like this, I think I got the medium difficulty strength one, and I just like squeeze it with my hands, and it helps with hand strength. I don't know. I don't know why it's so difficult to explain it. I hope you're able to pick up on it from the video, because I don't know why it's so hard to explain. The other thing that I do, especially if my arm is actively hurting, is a hot compress. I think it's what it's called. I have this heating pad thing. Plug it in, and it has different settings. So it's basically a heating pad, and I just lay it on top of my arm if it's feeling tight or like it's hurting. So I just put that on there and it helps. You can also use, like, you can get a towel and put hot water on it. Not like boiling hot, like don't burn yourself, please. But, or you take a hot bath. That's something that I do sometimes if I don't feel like doing the hot pad thing. I just take a hot bath and make sure my arm is submerged in the hot water, and it just relaxes. That was the word. Relax the muscles. That was what I was trying to say. And sometimes if I feel like I really need to make sure that I do the stretches, and like if I'm experiencing a lot of discomfort, I'll do the heating pad and then do the exercise after I use the heating pad for like 10 minutes or so, because that's what they did at the physical therapy place, okay? The next thing to do is to just rest. Just rest. Like, you don't have to draw every day to be an artist. It does help to practice as often as you can, but if you feel like you need to take a break, or you're just not with it today, it's okay to take a break and to take a moment from the art and to just give yourself a moment, okay? You can, like, you don't have to draw every day if you can't. So on to the mental health aspect. Once again, I'm not a healthcare professional, okay? I took one psychology class, but that does not make me a professional. First thing I have here is to draw whatever makes you happy. I feel like, especially on social media, there's this pressure to draw certain things, especially if you have like an Instagram account and you have like a certain aesthetic, and you, like, for example, like on your page, I only use blues and greens and yellows. Like, those are the only colors that you draw with. But like today I want to draw with pink, okay? Then go for it. Just draw with the pink. You don't have to post every single drawing. Every single drawing doesn't have to be super perfect. You can just draw whatever makes you happy if you're feeling super stressed about your art. Another thing is to take a break from social media. If you notice that whenever you go on social media, you just don't feel good while you're on it, or even after you're on it. You like, after you get off of it, like whenever you go on Instagram, you're just like, you know, that feeling. I hope the face conveyed the feeling. If you're feeling like, whenever I go on social media, I just don't feel great, stop. Put it down. Like, I know some people will be like, I'm going on a social media fast cleanse, and I'm not going to go on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, or YouTube for 30 days. I mean, like, if you have to do that, you can, but it doesn't have to be that extreme. Like, if in the moment you're just not feeling social media right now, just take a break from it. Distance yourself from it. Social distancing. We're supposed to be doing that. But if your job, like, if what you do, like, if you like, if social media is your job and you can't, like, step away from it because that's how you get your commissions or whatever, the next thing is to start unfollowing people. Okay? It's not personal. I do this sometimes. Like, if I notice that someone's posts, they just don't make me happy, or whenever I see your posts, I just get unreasonably upset, then I'm gonna unfollow you. It doesn't have anything to do with you as a person. It's just, for me and my mental health, I gotta distance myself from you, Steve, okay? I can't do it. I feel like my stance on, like, social media, like, I don't do follow for follow. I don't follow even people that I know sometimes, just because if your posts don't make me happy, or whenever I see your posts, I'm not in a good mood afterwards. I'm not going to follow you, or I'm just going to unfollow you. It doesn't mean that I don't like you as a person. It doesn't mean that I don't like your art style. It just means that for me and my mental health, I have to take a break, Steve, okay? And that's fine. And it's okay for you to do that. Like, if my videos trigger you for some reason, it's okay. You can unfollow me, unsubscribe. It's like, if that's what you need to do to make yourself happy, go for it. So, those are my artist self-care tips. I'm gonna briefly go over them again. Number 1, exercise and stretch, at least before you draw, and if after you draw. But if, like, I have to do it every day, but you don't have to do it every day if you don't draw every day. If your arm is feeling, like, your arm or your wrist or whatever is feeling kind of tight, that's the only way I can describe it. It just feels like the heat pad. Use that if you feel like you need to relax your muscles. Rest if you feel like you need to just take a break from art for a few days, or maybe longer than that. Go ahead and do that. It doesn't mean you're not an artist anymore because you had to take a break. It just means you needed a break. Draw whatever makes you feel happy. If you do have a certain aesthetic on your social media page, it's okay to do other things besides that. Like, if you still want to post things related to your aesthetic, that's fine, but it's also important to make sure you draw things that make you happy. Also, take a break from social media, and if you're not able to take a break from social media because it's your job, then to start going through who you're following and make sure that the posts that you do see from people are posts that make you happy. You just need to make sure that you're not pressuring yourself to draw a certain kind of way, or pressuring yourself to progress too quickly, if that makes any sense. Just make sure that you're just taking care of your mental health and not getting stressed over social media, because there's a lot going on over there. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. What are some of your self-care artist tips? What's some things that you do whenever you're feeling like stressed out, you know, over your art? I'd like to know. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to support me and my art, you can head over to my Ko-fi page. My Threadless Shop is still down. I'll figure something out eventually, I guess. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and please enjoy the rest of your day. Yay. That was weird, but it's fine. It's fine.